Okay, well, first of all, welcome everybody. It's been so wonderful to see you all coming into this meeting and also to see so many faces from so many different parts of the world coming. At the very beginning, I was saying it's incredible because we have people on the continent of North America, we have people on the continent of Europe, and we have people in the middle of the Pacific Ocean from New Zealand. And like, I'm just imagining in my mind this enormous circle that we have of people and energy. And I'm really grateful. Also, on behalf of Anna Carolina, who's my co-sponsor, and Rachel, who's not here today, but is also a co-sponsor of this meeting, we're really grateful that you can come and you can join us in this beautiful open space meeting. And I also wanted to say that this meeting is part of a tradition. This has been the third year that we've held online GCO meetings in an annual way. And so we're really happy about that. And it's also part of a larger tradition of genuine contact in the world, because starting in 2002, there have been many, many open spaces within the genuine contact community and within the genuine contact organization as we've grown. So we're really following this long tradition, and I really wanted to honor that as we're here. The Genuine Contact Organization, we're speaking of it as a learning playground. And you can see that our invitation today is to play together, to look at issues and opportunities for moving genuine contact forward worldwide and forward in this wonderful learning playground. I wanted to say that we have three people. Part of that learning playground was inviting people who wanted to facilitate this open space online. And there are three people who took us up on this, I don't know, play opportunity, let's call it. And that's Awar and Bianca and Anheidi. And they're here and they will be our facilitators over these next days. And we've had some wonderful planning meetings with them where we've dived into the purpose of this meeting and our vision for it and made sure that the theme that we had felt convergent to the invitation that we're sending. And we're just really happy that you're here for that. And I want to thank you for that, all three of you, again, on behalf of all of us. I also wanted to say something, again, as I said, about the theme. The theme is about let's play together with issues and opportunities for moving genuine contact forward worldwide. We're hoping that you can do that in all sorts of ways, both individually, but also if you are members of the Genuine Contact Organization or plan on being them, or you're involved within the Genuine Contact Organization, it's also possible within the GCO to move forward genuine contact, and your ideas might be part of this larger pulse that we have in this organization. I want to tell you some of the givens that are part of this, and I'm going to also explain to you a bit more about this moving initiatives forward together when I speak about that. So first of all, please know that a book of proceedings will be made, and we're going to share that on the GC list and also in our GC resources library and other social media channels. And the participants who are here, you're really encouraged to move any action forward that comes out of this open space technology meeting. And some of those, if they're related to the organization, it might be that a decision is necessary, but formal decision making on any kind of initiative that you make, it only needs to happen if there's action that's required within the considerations that are part of the development proposal and also the decision of our operating givens. So if it affects our operating givens, then they would need to have a decision within the organization. But otherwise, please feel free, and also then feel free. Some of the things that would be where a decision would be needed is if it's going to have impact on the approved budget for the organization, or if we're going to have to change operating givens, or if it requires a change in the strategic direction, or if it's meant to essentially change existing resources like workbooks or operating givens or logos. Those things would need to have a decision, but everything else, your playground is free. And what I wanted to mention now, and of course we'll mention that again and talk more about it on day 3, is that people who might be moving actions forward, we found, and we started it last year, that sometimes you feel really lonely when you want to move an action forward. So we've created something called the Leadership Action Team. And if you're moving an action forward, you'll be invited to meetings of this if you'd like to come. And that's part of a support system to help you fulfill your commitments, but also get help, get support, get mentoring, and in my mind, like play together as we're moving our initiatives forward. And the last thing I want to say about that is, of course, there are no, well, of course, but at this time, there are no dedicated funds for the projects that you might have. So if funds are required, at this moment, we don't have them. We're willing to work together with you or to explore together with you to find ways of funding. But please know that at this moment, there are no funds within the organization to do, for us to fund any of your projects or any of the projects that come out at this moment. So that said, again, we're here. We're very excited. It's so lovely to have all of you here. And with that, I'm going to pass over to Awar, who's going to lead us today as the facilitator of the opening of this open space.
Well, thank you. And I would also like to say welcome to this Genuine Contact Open Space Technology Meeting 2024 about issues and opportunities for moving Genuine Contact forward worldwide. And today and tomorrow is a time when you can bring up any topic and ideas you might have regarding this theme. We will create the agenda together and discuss the topics as much as we have energy for. So the first 2 days are for discussions, and on the 3rd day next week, there will be time for action planning, just as Doris said. She also mentioned the givens surrounding this theme. They are there to help us to focus. And if you want to remind yourself about what they are, you can read them on a board that is very close to our circle in Miro. And now we'll see if this works. Yes. Now you can see our collective circle. So here we are, sitting in a circle. And we do that since that is the best form for sincere conversations. So please take a look around the circle and look at each person as if you saw them for the first time. And maybe it is. Look at each person and recognize all the wisdom that each one brings and all the wisdom that's gathered in this circle. We have all the wisdom we need here to work with our theme today. I also invite you to take a deep breath and make sure you're feeling comfortable where you are. There's one thing that is more important than the rest to make this an extraordinary meeting, and that is that you are present, that you are alive, and that you are breathing. So don't forget to breathe. Also, be prepared to be surprised, because we never know what interesting things could happen when people come together to enjoy conversations and to co-create a magic future. In a few minutes, I will invite you to create the agenda for today. But before that, I would like to remind us all about how we will work together in this space and how we can take care of our own energy. And this is done by paying attention to the 4 principles and the 1 law of open space technology. I will explain them a little bit. The first principle is whoever comes are the right people. This means that everyone who has the energy and interest in discussing a topic will come to the session. You had interest and energy to come here today, so you are the right people. And whoever comes to your group are also the right people. So sometimes you might even find yourself alone in your group, because right now and here, you are the right person who has the passion for the topic. So then you can take this time to reflect and to write a report to share your ideas. It could show to be really valuable for the whole group, and it might provide ideas for action later. So whoever comes are the right people. The second principle, whatever happens is the only thing that could happen. Sometimes we spend so much time thinking back on situations, thinking about what could have happened if we had done differently, if we had said something else, if other people had been there. We might also worry about what will come, about who did not come to this meeting or who did. This is actually a waste of energy, because yesterday will not come back and tomorrow has not yet arrived. The time we have is here and now, and we have the opportunity to focus on doing the best of what we got. So if we want to discuss a topic, we need to see to that it gets on the agenda. If we want time to reflect, then we can go to the butterfly room. And if you wish more people would know about your ideas, write a report. Do the best of this time and be assured that whatever happens is the only thing that could have. The third principle, whenever it starts, is the right time. It talks about creativity, and creativity has never learned about the clock. It will start when the time is right, and that's when things begin. In this circle, in breakout groups, or in your life. Sometimes we meet in a breakout room and we find it difficult to find the words we want to speak, the ideas we want to share, to get the momentum going. So just allow this setup time to be there. It's needed because the creativity will need time to catch your change from one topic to the other, so that it can find you, so that it can arrive to help you with what is needed in that new situation. So whenever it starts, is the right time. And then the fourth principle, when it's over, it's over. And we also have the opposite. When it's not over, it's not over. If you're in a conversation in a breakout room and everything is said within the first 5 minutes, then please write your report and go and do what you need. Take a break, fetch some tea or coffee, join another group. Please don't stay just because the time on the schedule says so, because it's so easy to go back and start to overthink and go in circles. Just allow the conversation to simply be complete and know that when it's over, it's over. On the other hand, when it's not over, it's not over. You might be on the verge of a very important discovery or new insight. So please don't stop just because the time in the schedule is up. Continue until you find that you are finished. The only time you need to think about today is the ending time, but you can always continue tomorrow, or you can schedule another meeting with the group after we have finished today. So when it's not over, it's not over. So then we also have the one law conducting this meeting, the law of mobility. And it reminds us that if you find yourself in a situation where you are neither learning nor contributing, use your mobility and move. It's a reminder that we each have our own personal responsibility to make the most of our time, and that we always have the choice to do what we need in the moment. And please also consider how your level of energy could impact the group if you stay when most of your energy already has left. And you might also notice that we have no scheduled breaks in this meeting, but we have this law of mobility. So whenever you need to go somewhere else, use it. And since we are in an online meeting, it's a little bit difficult to know if you are using your mobility and leaving for some time. So if we take on the habit of closing our camera when we are using the law of mobility and keeping the camera on while we are here, it's easier for all of us to know. This law of mobility will create two common behaviors, and you can also see them on this board. It's butterflies and bumblebees. Bumblebees are buzzing around from flower to flower. They go from group to group. They add some pollen and nectar here and there, and they cross-pollinate the whole meeting. This is dynamic energy that's totally necessary for flowers to become fruits and for ideas to become actions. Butterflies bring beauty when they float around in the air and flapping their wings. They could attract a lot of people who wish to be close to a beautiful being. So if you meet with a butterfly, for example, in the butterfly room or in the cafe where they also like to hang out, and you find that your conversation with that beautiful butterfly might be of interest for others, please write some notes on a post-it and add it to the reports. It might be very important for all of us. And if you see butterflies and bumblebees, be grateful for what they bring to our meeting. And maybe you want to be one yourself at times. So that's the principles and the law that helps us work together in this meeting. And now I will move us over to the agenda wall. So it's soon time for you to post the topics that you would like to discuss within our theme. And I would like to explain how you can post topics. First, you need to choose a time when you want to discuss your topic. And there's a color code. So the orange are for the first discussion time, and the yellow are for the second time. And the starting times are, you can see them on the left side on this board. And second, you need to choose a room where you want your topic to be discussed. And you see the number of the topics. It's the same number as on the rooms, on the Zoom rooms. And it will also be the same number as on your report. So when you found a topic, you click on one of these post-its and write it down with a few words, add your name, and then you open your microphone and announce it so that we would all know what you would like to talk about. And when you write your topic on the post-it, please leave the numbers, because otherwise it's more difficult to connect them to the right room and to the report. And there will also be, you can also post topics for tomorrow if you would like to discuss something tomorrow that you already know now. And you will have an opportunity tomorrow morning to post new topics. There's one more thing I would like to address before I invite you to start posting topics. You can start to think about them, but I just wanted also to say a little bit about that posting topics comes with two responsibilities. One responsibility is to be in your breakout room at the time you have chosen for your topic and to start the conversation. And then also please make sure that everyone coming there gets a chance to speak. The second responsibility is to make sure that the report is written so that they can go into the book of proceedings. You can do it yourself or invite one or all of the participants to help. And the reports are below on the news wall. And when you click on the one with the same number as your topic and as your breakout room, you will find a Google Doc opening up so that you can write the report. So these are the two responsibilities you take on when you post a topic. And now it's time to start creating the agenda for today. And I will stop the sharing so that we then can all see each other. And you can go to the Miro board and just click on the post-it for the room and the time where you want your topic to be discussed, and you write it down, and then you open your microphone and you announce it. And if you right now can't think of a topic, then just sit back, relax, and see what comes up. You might get inspired and surprised. So here we are. The space is yours.